Things are now heating up in Four Nights of the Apocalypse, with the Festival of Anafwin now beginning. But what is in store for our heroes? Let's get right into it. We open up chapter 162, Those Who Yearn, with a 2-page color spread. And let me be a little brief on this. Okay, Percival's outfit. It's hideous. It's gross. I liked it better when we thought it was black because Night of Death, hello, or at least maybe a dark purple or something. But then again, it probably would have clashed with the cape. But come on, why couldn't it have been black? I mean, look at the green. It's gross. This is just as gross as Deanne's green outfit. This could have been fine as black, but then again, this was made in the fairy realm, and I doubt they're really big on dark colors. We also get to see Percival's new sword, and I have some notes. A couple of good details I think are okay. I do like that Percival's sword has different colors on the blade to represent his friends. You have a pink that is assumingly for Sin/Lancelot, a darker pink for Donnie, blue for Anne, I'm guessing green for Nasien's. There's also spirit language writing on the blade. That's a nice detail. The hilt also kind of looks like Percival's wing-shaped hair. As for the shape, I don't know why it looks like a bubble wand. He looks like he's about to go bubble blowing with SpongeBob. Then again, that would actually be pretty adorable. Next up, we have Gawain. The hairstyle is something to get used to, but it does pair very well with her old uniform, though I was expecting something else. Then again, I'm glad she's not in that flowery dress. And this outfit can expand with her buff form, so that is a plus. It seems like she didn't have to order anything from Dove. She kept the sacred sword Rita, which, as many of you have found out later in some volume extras, this is actually a piece of sacred axe Rita, as shown in this pic here. So it makes sense why she still has it. In her small size, it can act like a wand, or maybe she can use it like Chastaful via telekinesis. And when in buff form, it's just a big blunt weapon to smash around, just like the original. And then we have my boy Tristan in the background, and I'm just noticing the armor detail. Tristan is not wearing armor right now in the story, and yet he is here. And also, look at the shoulder. There's a star. Perhaps later in the series, we're going to see Nova, maybe. But enough about the color panel. Let's get into the story. At 9,200 feet tall, 3,100 feet wide, this giant cane-shaped crystal structure is the site of a festival, a mirage-like tower only visible during the event. Apparently, Gawain said this to Percival, who is very excited, and asked that did not make him nervous. Everyone else is pretty on edge with this. Nasien's pointed out that it's a very big crowd. Donnie thinks that it's very creepy, and Anne wonders why they're all joining the Gladiator Festival. But Gawain points out that some of them are just curious onlookers. I mean, if you're in prison, you might as well have a show. Donnie mocks it by saying they all got slimy looking eyes. Percival's just in the back asking, shiny? No, I said slimy, slimy. And those slimy eyes are starting to turn on them, with Anne asking, now that everyone's looking at us, what about those weapons we were promised? Gawain is on top of it, and she says an incantation that I am not going to say for lack of time, and summons a giant box, with everyone remarking, whoa, saying that you'll find them all in this box. W's gonna send them to us when he completes them? Donnie yells, then what was the dang point? And joins him, saying that they kind of, need them now. But Gawain just says that he's really meticulous. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Okay, if you got a complaint, talk to Dubby, not me. Nasien seems pretty on edge, again, because, they are surrounded. They note that weapons were key for us, but before that, they couldn't help but notice, what if Bellatrop and the Chaos Knights discover them? With some remarking that they haven't seen those kids before. check out that boy's fancy green hair. Yeah, Percival, in a world of weird designs, you stick out like a sore thumb. All of his friends point out that maybe coming to the festival in a place full of criminals and traitors and, you know, Camelot was probably a bad idea, that he could get discovered, and now they know that Anne, Donnie, and Naciens are in league with him. Naciens tries to claim innocence by saying that they've been in the fairy realm for 2 years, but they were the ones kicking up a lot of dust. So they're in the clear, but clearly screw Anne and Donnie for trying to be heroes. But Gawain has their back, saying they have something that can go just for them. She shows them these special rings called anti-aware rings. What? Infused with a mixture of mentalist and deceiver magic. Anti-aware. I have the same reaction that Naciens is having here, with the explanation being, think of it as casting a mental fog around those hostile to us. Oh, so it's like, I know you, but what's your name? It's on the tip of my tongue. You just can't remember that person. As Anne puts on her ring, she says that these will keep them from being realized as a member of the Four Knights of the Apocalypse and the Posse, while Donnie is trying to be very sneaky, like an assassin, saying that even if he wears this, he could sneak up on Bellatrop and off him in his sleep. But Gawain just has to make sure that they realize that these rings doesn't mean that they can be so reckless, like assassinating Bellatrop while he sleeps. It provides a camouflage against hostility, but if everyone starts to notice you being a total jackass, then that kind of just blows your cover. An announcement is made. Well met, my little dung beetles around Edifwin. Wow, Bellatrop sounds like a jerk. What is it that you seek? Freedom, fortune, or perhaps glory? A lot of slimy-eyed delinquents are saying, it's freedom, man. What do you think? Gives. While the poor little roly-poly looking mofo just says, I just want to be famous. But Percival says, I want to defeat them all. Percival's out for murder. Now, if you want to win the festival and obtain the most fervent wish, you must proceed to the tower at once. Everyone starts to shuffle along with the two Knights of the Apocalypse nodding to one another, and Percival proclaims to his friends to wait there while he and Gawain go tackle the festival themselves. I mean, they are Four Knights of the Apocalypse, and they're supposed to take on Arthur, so if anyone's going to win this, it is going to be them. Plus, a protagonist. He's worried, saying that it's going to be dangerous for them beyond that point. So, and he walks off. But he looks back to see his friends are walking with them, even after telling them to stay there. And tells him, look, we're Team Percival, aren't we? Knights of the Prophecy's top allies? Don't forget, we chose to follow you, knowing full well of the danger involved. Naciens adds on, the more people joining the festival, after all, the better chances of winning. Besides, I have a thing or two I'm hoping to test out as well. Ooh, new drugs. Drugs. Finally, Donnie says, yeah, don't count me out as well so soon, Percival. Better watch yourself before I go and win the whole damn thing. He's no longer the Usopp of the group, and so they go in together. But they notice, the further they get in, there's no entrance to the tower. So, and in a flash, they teleport to the top of the cane structure for the first part of the fighting festival, where all 300 or 400 of them are going to be able to duke it out. And what is they're going to have to do? Bellatrop is back on the announcements. First, we'll par down your numbers a little. You may use anything like weapons, magic, your honed muscles, and everyone else is your enemy. And mum's the word. Everyone strikes for the sake of their desires. The final 16 Titans left standing in the end will advance to the Gladiators' final battle. I'm getting season 1 flashbacks and I'm so happy. Being kids, everyone decides to just gang up on them, and Donnie decides to show his might and power. With his hand raised, the enemies fly up in the air as if Johnny was a Jedi, clenches his fist to smush them into a ball and throws them back with a move called Breakthrow, clashing through people and heading towards Tristan. Oh no. But effortlessly, the Prince Tristan, why did I say that? Smacks them all away with his blades. You guys are lucky. The last time that happened, the beast was torn to shreds and proclaims, "I will dedicate my victory here to you." I'm guessing he's talking about Isolde. Bellatrop notices this, saying, "This magic, a mix of light and darkness." Before he can get any more further, Gawain just says, "Oops, I forgot him," sets a spell and places a ring on Tristan's hair. Really? On his hair? I feel like that's gonna fall off. And Bellatrop just says, "How odd. Were my eyes playing tricks on me?" And acting like she's Melilord from Avatar: The Last Airbender, she says, "Run, you minions, run," and just launches a barrage of fire spells at them. Oh man, I'm glad Gawain is back. I have missed her so much. Deciding to gang up on children, the other combatants decide to face Percival. And again, I'm making another Avatar reference here. If Gawain is Melilord, then Percival here is now Ty Lee, because with just a few tappity tap taps, everyone just falls. All of his victims are saying that they feel totally drained. They can't move. Are they going to die like that? But Percival assures them that they'll be fine after a day of sleep. But what's this? From behind, a blade rises, but Percival seemingly knows this, maybe because he has hockey, and easily defends against the blows. The new knight comes up saying that he just wants to win, have no personal grudge against you. Percival blocks while the other attacks, saying that he's seen this style before, and pushes the knight back. Asks, "Are you okay?" as the other knight seems to be out of breath. Two other knights come up saying that they're there to help and call out, "Sir Deodora." Oh no. And so we end chapter 162 with the reveal of Deodora. Ironside's son is in Anne of Wynn. Yep, the not really brother, supposed brother of Percival is in the Gladiator Festival. So the question now is, why? Is it because he found out about Ironside being corrupted by chaos and forgetting him, so he's trying to help his father? Did something happen beforehand and Deodora is trying to gain a wish for his sickness? What's going on here? What do you think is going to happen in the next chapter? Let me know in the comments, and if you want more 4 Knights of the Apocalypse and 7 Deadly Sins material, subscribe to the channel where we will be posting weekly if possible, but also be ready for more videos. I'm always looking forward to make new videos to entertain you all. I'll see you later, mortals.